I've unfortunately gotten so many calls from prospective clients over the years that have fallen for this insurance company trick. These were prospective clients with potentially good injury cases that could have paid them a large sum of money if their claim was handled correctly. Instead, since they fell for this trick, they got very little and they may have even been stuck with large medical bills. To give you an example of how this trick might play out, let me tell you the story of a recent call I got from a prospective client, Isabella. Isabella was injured in a car accident that was not her fault. Isabella did not quite know what to do next. She had went to the hospital and was getting physical therapy treatment by the time she called me. Isabella was an immigrant in the United States, but it seemed apparent she had lived in the United States for quite a while and she spoke fluent English. When speaking with Isabella, it was apparent at first that she had a case that I was confident I could help her with. Her accident had happened about a month prior to when she called me, but she was clearly injured, actively getting medical treatment, and it seemed apparent that the other driver had caused her motor vehicle accident. I started asking more questions, however, and discovered that Isabella had been tricked by the other driver's insurance company. Because she had been tricked, there was nothing I could do to help her with her case. She informed me that the other driver's insurance company had been reaching out to her repeatedly and that they had actually already paid her $1,600. I asked her what exactly the $1,600 was for. Was it for the property damage to her vehicle or to settle her injury claim? Isabella was not quite sure. I then asked if they had her sign any documents and she said yes. I then requested her to send me a copy of the document the other driver's insurance company had her sign. She was then able to forward a copy of the signed document to me. After reviewing the document, I knew there was nothing I could do for Isabella. She had signed a release agreement releasing any and all of her claims, including her injury claim. Isabella was barred from pursuing any additional recovery against the other driver or the other driver's insurance company for her injury claim pursuant to the terms of the release agreement she had signed. The insurance company had tricked her. Isabella had never been in a situation like this before and did not know how to properly handle her injury claim. This is a trick I've seen used so many times throughout my career by the insurance company. Isabella is not alone. This insurance company trick is very common. Insurance companies will be sneaky with injury victims after car accidents that are not represented by lawyers to try to get them to settle their case for much lower than what their case is worth before they ever get a lawyer. Isabella's case, I am confident, was worth much more than the $1,600 she settled the case for. Insurance companies often attempt to take advantage of car accident victims by offering quick, lowball settlements before the full extent of their injuries and damages are known. After a car accident, victims are typically overwhelmed with medical bills, repair costs, and lost wages, making a fast payout seem like a lifeline. Insurance adjusters capitalize on this vulnerability by reaching out shortly after the accident, sometimes within days, and offering a settlement that seems appealing at first glance. However, this offer is typically far less than what the victim is actually entitled to and doesn't account for long-term medical expenses or the full scope of future financial losses. The strategy behind these lowball settlements is to close the claim quickly before the victim has had time to consult an attorney or receive full medical evaluations. Insurance companies know that once a settlement is accepted, the victim cannot pursue additional compensation for any ongoing or future medical treatments, pain and suffering, or other damages. By pressuring victims to settle early, they protect their bottom line at the expense of the injured party. So, if you ever find yourself injured after a car accident, whatever you do not fall for this sneaky insurance company trick. Now that you know about this sneaky trick insurance companies try to pull to get you to accept a lowball settlement, you may be thinking, what are some actions I can take to possibly increase the value of my injury claim? And if that sounds like you, then you should definitely watch this video about to pop up right here, where I reveal several ways that you can boost the value of your injury claim. And for more helpful videos like this one, you can subscribe to my channel right here. Lastly, if you've been injured in Kentucky, remember to